So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Let me make sure. If you guys are watching, make sure you guys let me know. Wait, let me see. What is going on? Why is it not working? Are we good? Are we good? I still don't know. Every time I go live, there we go. And I schedule it, there's always some sort of hiccup. So, but we'll just get started here. It should kick on here any minute. And let me make sure. Yeah, we should be good. We should be good to go. So, but are we good? Hold on. What is going on with this? But yeah, we should be good. We should be good. All right, I'll just get started. All right, so what do we look for? What stocks are we buying? So we are in on two stocks right now. Ticker symbol AJG here. AJG is a stock here that has that nice upward trend, which we look for. Sold off down to that 90-day moving average line. I feel like something's wrong. I feel like something's wrong with the live, and I don't know what it is. And I don't know. Okay, we are. It should. All right, we are good. We are good. All right, I was able to find it. So AJG here, stock on an upward trend, sold off down to a support line. As you become a swing trader, you want to find stocks on support lines. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Kind of how to do that, the approach. So with AJG, you don't want a stock just on a support line. You want other indicators in your favor. So you guys can see that 90-day moving average line, it hits it in the past as support. So we had good confirmation there. We also saw a 28 on the RSI, which last time it was a 28 on the RSI was back in here where we went from 230, to 260, relatively quick here. Now the main question that everybody has is, Carter, how do you find them? And we'll talk about them here and how to find them here in a second. But normally I'll use Finviz. I'll also use the Moo scanner. They're both really, really good. But as we go to the hourly chart, you guys can see how great this stock has been doing. It had that nice wedge, broke out, had the good entry at 282, and the stock has popped up now to 287. So, for me, I'm not trying to, have a 10, 20, 30% return. I am looking for 1, 2, 3%. So, with that, right now we're at 2%, which is exactly what we like here. Another stock is Ally Financial. You guys can see it does have some heavy support near and around the 33 area, heavy resistance at 35. So, for me, we're seeing if we can get a push, back up to some highs at 35. And we'll probably end up just taking some profit there and just move on. I haven't been a huge fan of how much this stock has been consolidating, because normally what we have a tendency of seeing is that stock pop up. Once it gets above these moving average lines, let's see what happens. Normally, if it breaks up above them, it rallies up. Like from here, we went up 6%, but on here, you guys can see it wasn't even 1 or 2%. So, that's very, very important there. So I think we'll probably just end up taking some profit on this and just move on to other opportunity. Now, as far as opportunity goes, there is some good plays here. There is some good plays out there. A lot of stocks that we're going to be talking about today are some of them, the train has left the station, but I do want to show you guys because these are all the positions that we were really looking at the start of this week. As well as, don't worry, we'll stay tuned because we'll talk about Finviz here in a minute. I know that's why we're getting a lot of people coming in. So you guys can see with ticker symbol ARQT, this play here was awesome. Hit that 200-day moving average line. The stock popped up. Everything about this play was nice. Good trend line, good trend line. The RSI was 34, so little, normally we want under a 30 or a 35, so that checks off that box. But then the hourly here, you guys can see the hourly, the best entry would have been on this confirmation. You guys see that doji right here. that doji, you guys can see that wick right here represents buying pressure. So that would have been the best entry for this position. Stock has popped up. We had the recent golden cross. For me to be interested would be, near and around 990 for a possible move on the hourly moving average lines. Then we got BGC. BGC here is above these moving average lines. You guys can see it comes in contact, hits them as support, that 90-day moving average line. The stock has been doing pretty decent here. Great play, upward trend, 90-day moving average line, boom. Just a lot of plays here are working out. We got ticker symbol CCEP. This one, 90-day moving average line. The next goal for this one is for it to come back up to like 82. Right now, the RSI is at a 42, so it's a little higher than we would like, but the hourly is starting to break out here soon. So, you guys can see that it's hit that 90-day in the past. So the best entry would probably be above the 200-day moving average line would be the best move for that one. GFL is another play that is popped up. One of the biggest downsides that I've been seeing with this stock here is it pops up and within that next day it sells back off. So I do think you guys can see that this one here has very hard support in this range from about 39.40 to about 39, actually to about 30, almost $38 now that I'm looking at it, to about 30, 38 in that range. So, good play would be to set an alert down here if it dips down. Enter down here at 39 even. Set your stops at 38.50. Risk 50 cents for a move back up to 41, which decent risk and reward on that one. HALO here comes in contact. Actually, this would have been probably a good move or good entry down here at 58.65 because we had that recent support level there. So there could be a move going forward. Actually, this one does look pretty decent. The only downside is the daily RSI is a little higher, right? A little higher. So these are what we look for. I know there is a couple other ones I want to see. WNCN, just a lot of consolidation, a lot of sell-off, kind of down below these moving average lines. VVR, very similar thing. Almost some breakouts above it. UNP, similar situation, just selling off down below them. I know we were looking at Procter and Gamble here. I saw this stock here today. It was trading on that 90-day moving average line. So there could be a move from 168 to 177. Now, I also think that right now it's at a 37 on the RSI. So we could get a little more sell-off here. HELPS, whoops, HELPS right here. All right, so this one here, you guys can see that we had that nice move on the 200. The stock has popped up. So there's two resistance lines that I see with this one. We have the 90-day. You can see where it's hit it as resistance in the past. It popped up and we had some sell-off. So we could see a little resistance there. We also have what looks like just like a general trend, going down. So we have a long-term upward trend from what it looks like, long-term upward trend and a short-term downward trend. So we have two resistance levels. We have one here, one here. Let's go to the hourly. You can see the hourly does look pretty decent, right? I think the best entry would be like 230 at that rate. I know it's hard, it's easy to say that looking at it, but you want to get in on that support line because right here with the stock under $5, this move is 3%. So what's it up today? It's up 3% here today. So yeah, personally, I would set an alert. I would set an alert down here, at 230, or you can set an alert actually at like 235, and see if it can enter there. let's see this. I'm just now looking at that. Yeah. So that's what we like, that good hourly support. So, I mean, maybe, yeah, 235 would be a decent entry on this play. All right, let's look at, do you guys want to look at Finviz? You guys want to look at Finviz? And, I'll kind of show you guys. You can, at least for me, I can look at Finviz and look at stocks and pretty much instantly know if there's some potential just because I've been doing it for a minute. So you guys can see, for those of you that don't know what Finviz is a stock screener that helps you search for stocks. You can put in certain criteria that meets your needs. They have the S&P 500 map right here, so this makes it convenient. So you guys can see what sectors are performing well today. So, tech is up. We have financial up. So what I do is I want to go to the groups tab. The groups tab here, you guys can see, wow, energy. You guys remember when I said energy could be a huge move? Yeah. But anyways, so what this does is it has a breakdown of what sectors are performing well. So like for the week performance, you want to see a continuation off energy. You can click it and it'll show you all the energy stocks. But you want to see if we can get a continuation off some of these. Also, you got to have that opposite mindset of, okay, basic materials has sold off. Maybe some of these stocks could be undervalued. So you kind of got to play a little bit of both. And why I say that is because when you go to the screener here and you click all, you can put in what sector you want. So if you want, basic materials, you can put it in right there. So, people love to overcomplicate, in my opinion, the charting or finding stocks. In general, what you want to do is just a stock on an upward trend that's on a support line. That's it. And then obviously, hopefully what we see is like undervalued RSI. We see you can change the volume to the average volume, right here to like over 500,000. So, but in general, finding stocks is just one piece of the puzzle. And a lot of people think that it's super important. And obviously it is. It's a very, very important factor. But if you could have the right stock, but if you're not buying at the right time, you'll lose money. So entries, exits, and risk management systems. Those things is what makes a trader successful. So how do you find a stock on a trend line? Well, there's a couple different ways that you guys can do it. So you can go to this pattern tab right here, go to the pattern, and you can go channel up strong. So these will find stocks on an upward trend. So all of these will have pretty much the past year, they'll have some buying pressure out of this, right? Which is good. But this AGI doesn't look too bad. But what we want here is a stock on an upward trend that is sold off down to some level of support. So you guys can see with this stock here, it's trading at about 1965 from the highs at 21. So after you see a stock with some sort of potential, the next move is to just throw it up on a better chart like Moomoo. The reason I do that is because, so this one here, a little more sell off. It's a 46 on the RSI, so a little higher than what we would like. But why we throw it on better charts is because it's better charts. You know how I couldn't see the RSI here? You can see some moving average lines on Finviz's chart, but it just helps you see the stock better. But yeah, so pretty much just doing that will help find some plays here, like this one here, BGC. Let's pull it up. So, what people think trading is it's this massive, or not massive, it's this constant, entries, exits, all that stuff. You're actively buying and selling. No, most of your day as a swing trader is just like looking for plays. That's most of your day as a trader is just looking for plays here. So really not a move on that, but so you guys can see here, CL was a stock that we traded for a brief second and we actually sold out. I I don't want to get back in on that thing. That thing is just a sinking ship right now. But yeah, you can just go through and look for some of these plays here, like DGX. So this one here does look a little better. DGX. DGX here. All right, so what do we got with this one? So upward trend. The RSI is at a 42. So right off the get-go, I can tell you I wouldn't buy this stock. But, what you could do is just see if there's some, trend lines going in our favor. And you could just like potentially plan out a trade, So this is what you want to do as a trader, is just like draw this stuff out. These trend lines, you can remove this so you guys can see why I drew this trend line here. Heavy amount of support here. So there actually could be a move from like 150, 155 to 158. The only downside to this, stock right now is the RSI being high. And let's look at this. Yeah, so the moving average lines aren't super good, but you guys could see there actually could be some hourly support here. Right in that range, resistance right there. So you guys can see entries, exits, and that's what we want to actively look for. Man, I have so many windows up. And obviously, with this, you can change stuff. So you could find what a lot of people do is they will find stocks that have sold off a lot. So like maybe you want, where's channel down? Some people think channel down strong because you could look for possible reversal. But when you have a stock that's been selling off for a year, it's just, it's very, very, very hard to find to find a stock with a reversal. Sometimes what a lot of traders do is like with AZUL, one of the plays is a breakout play that I like, AZUL. So I'll kind of, what am I doing? So like this stock here obviously is not good, right? I think we all can agree that this stock has seen a bunch of sell-off. So sell-off is never good in a stock. Entries have been my weak spot lately. Yeah, that's the hardest part about trading. That's why, most of trading most of learning is practice, right? I know I say it so much, but that's why practicing your entries, your exits are very, very important. And one of the main reasons too why I'm not a big fan on alerts is because of that. Because I could buy a stock at, let's just say, $2, right? By the time you realize, by the time maybe you're at work or you're out and about, you have time to buy it. Now the stock's at $2.20 and you're like, all right, well, it's only 20 cents off. I'll buy it. But my risk management would be better. My stop loss would, you know what I mean? It would just be a better position for me. So alerts are so bad. But getting back to this. One of the things here that some traders do is you find a stock on a downward trend like this, and you enter on the breakouts above the moving average lines or trends. So an example would be like this. Right here, you can see where this stock dipped down below these moving average lines and started using them as resistance. It was a recipe for disaster. But then we had this. We had this breakout. So the entry would be on the breakout above the moving average line. So you guys can see the entry would be here, and you literally look for. You hold this stock until either a couple of things. It breaks below a trend line, so you find a trend. You also, and you guys could see that, so your sell would be pretty high, or you could sell on the dip down of the MACD indicator. So you guys can see the MACD where the signal breaks down. That could be an entry there. So, it's just another strategy that you could have in your tool belt. But, you know, if you're just starting out, stick to one, and you'll be better. You'll be better off, trust me. But yeah, this is something though to just keep in mind, where if you want to practice maybe paper trading a couple strategies, because, you know, it is important though there too. And if you guys are watching, make sure you guys hit that like button. It looks like we only have one like on the live, so hit that like button. And any questions for me? I know this week has been one of those weeks where it hasn't been. I mean, I think I'm up, I don't know, not much on these, to be honest. You know, AJG might be up a couple $100. What are we at? Let's see. AJG, what are we at? 157. So 150 on that. About 300. So yeah, so up about 450 on the week, which seems good, but with a larger account, you know, you expect a little more. But that's what happens though. You know, that's what happens as a trader. It's just everything cycles. Everything's, you know, everything goes up, everything goes down. We had an amazing, you know, couple of weeks the previous weeks, and so now it's just a little flat, just sticking to that strategy. Normally in times like this, I'll take profit a little sooner, and I'll cut my losses a little tighter. That's why we cut some losses on EVL here. You know, this stock here, we sold. It just broke down through that 200-day moving average line, and looking at the hourly, you can see it a lot better. So obviously our entry was in this range. The second it broke down below this, we were out, and you know, I'm very happy we did that. And this was my fault 100%, because I didn't get in on confirmation. You know, I got in hoping for buying, you know, for buying pressure, and the last time I checked, hope isn't part of a strategy, you know, so my fault completely. And yeah, I paid the price for it with a loss, and you know, no big deal. And that was just me being greedy, wanting to get on a play, and you know, it happens. But that's why still having your stop loss in place is very, very important. But yeah, guys. Oh yeah, let's pull it up. Which one was that? Where do we go? My gosh, I have so many. I gotta find. There we go. Okay, MMYT. All right. Yeah. This I can tell from this. So we had the breakout above it. Now the next move. So if you draw this out, well, let's go to the higher time frame here first. Okay. So you're getting in on some buying pressure, which sometimes it's okay because the RSI could be a little high, but that's fine because you're getting in on momentum. Heavy support on the 90, which is good. So now let's draw it out. Let's go to the hourly because it'll be a little easier. So if we entered, I would wait. I would wait till tomorrow because this stock is up 6%. Yeah, I would wait for tomorrow just because the stock has seen a lot of buying pressure. So wait and see if we can hit that where it comes up and taps that 200-day. But if we entered around that 200-day moving average line, our target price would be back up here. Our stop, I would keep my stop below this. So you guys can see that wick down here. So I would keep my stop about here at 91. Like that. So it's about a 3-to-1 risk and reward there. So that would be not a bad play, really. Not a bad play. Let's look at the daily again. So daily, yeah, so the goal would be for it to come back up to 110. Let's see. Good. We have some good analyst ratings. Average price target is 211. See, you don't have to look at these, but I just think it's important. 211. The worst analyst price target's 102. Yeah, so this could be a good move, really. This could be a good play. Even if you entered here and just kept your stop below the 90. You know, the last time it's been below the 90-day moving average line, it's been a long time. But so this would be like, remember how I was talking about like you find a stock on a downward trend and you enter on the breakout? This would be kind of like the move. So you enter on the breakout, keep your stop, you know. That's what some traders do. It's crazy. And you know, I've done it, but it's scary buying a stock. At least I find it scary finding a stock or buying a stock on a downward trend. So for this stock here, I would wait a day, see if we get a little dip down. Just because it's up 6%, that's a decent move. Let me remove this. Let's see if we can. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would do. Good stock though. We'll throw it on watch. But yeah. So guys, we'll end it here. You know, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, hit that like button, subscribe, check out our school. You guys can use code 500 to get 50% off. So check that out. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. You know, we are at least somebody subscribe because we only need one more for the goal to be halfway. So subscribe and check out our school, and we'll see you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And